In this video, we will be discussing about limits. What is limit? Actually, limit is a part of calculus. Okay, limits, differentiation, continuity, these are all parts of calculus. So now we will see what is limit. First, I think it is known to all, this term is known to all, f of x. What is f of x? That is function of x. Just for an example, I can write fx equals to 3x plus 5. Okay, now what is f of 2? F of 2 means we will just substitute the value of x with 2. Wherever there is x, we will put the value 2. Okay, now f of 2 means 3 into 2 plus 5, that is 7. This is the value of this function. This is the value of the function. Now, if limits, what we write, limit x tends to 2. The form, the answer, the method will be same. Just see, limit x tends to 2, f x. Now what we will write, limit x tends to 2, f of x means 3x plus 5. Now we will put the value of x, that is 3 into 2 plus 5, that is 11. 6 plus 5, that is 11. Now see, this is the limiting value. We are evaluating the value with the help of limits. This is the limiting value. So limiting value means limiting value equals to 11. This is also 11 and this is also 11. But this method is much more effective. Why much more effective? In some problem, we will see that we will not be able to find the value with the function, but with the help of the limits, we can find the value. So limit is much more important than function. Now, people may ask, what do you mean by tends to? What is tends to? Here we are giving the exact value 2 and here it is tends to. Tends to means it is near. It is near. That is, it is the approx value. Approx value or near. Near to 2. Near to 2 means maybe it's just less than 2 or just above 2. That is more than 2. We can take 2.001 or we may write that is 1.999, whatever. That tends to 2. This function is known as tends to 2. So it may be above 2. Just see, this is 2. It may be tends to below 2 or above 2. So this is known as the LHL, that is the left-handed limits, and this is known as the RHL, that is the right-handed limits. So just see, if we take LHL, LHL means we are taking x equals to 1 plus h, 1 plus h, sorry 2 plus h, 2 plus h. LHL means minus, we can take minus. So now we can write limit 2 minus h tends to 2 f of x, that is limit. Now see, this 2 and 2 will get cancel out, therefore minus h will tends to 0, that is h will tends to 0. Okay, now wherever there is x, we will put 2 minus x, that is 3x, we will write 2 minus h plus 5. So minus h tends to 0 means h is also tends to 0, neglecting the sign. That is 6 minus 3h plus 5. Now just put the value of h, that is 6 minus 3 into 0 plus 5, that is 6 plus 5 will be 11. So this is left-handed limit. We are taking a value that is less than 2, just less than 2. So it is the approx value. Okay, now the RHL, that is the right handed limit. What we will take? Here we have taken 2 minus h. Now right hand means something 2 plus, and this will be 2 minus, that is x equals to 2 plus h. Now limit 2 plus h tends to 2 f of x. Now we will write, in case of x we will write 2 plus h. What is the limit? 2 plus h tends to 2, 3 into 2 plus h plus 5. Now 2 will get cancelled out, therefore h will tends to 0. Now limit h tends to 0, that is 6 plus 3h plus 5. Now we are putting the value of h over here, that is 6 plus 3 into 0 plus 5, that is 11. Now just see the LHL, that is the left-handed limit, where we are taking a value less than 2 is 11, and we are taking the value greater than 2, that is also 11. Therefore LHL equals to RHL, means left-handed limit will be equals to right-handed limit. Therefore limit exists. This is what is we know about limit. But while doing the sums, we will just put the value, nothing more than that. This is the concept about limit. The word tends to means, but in case of numericals or doing the sums, we will not need all this concept. We will just put the value of the limit, the value given over here. In higher class you may need this, but in class 11 we will not require any of this. But this, the limit exists if LHL equals to RHL. We can prove this. Now limits has its different rules, so we are taking some examples. Just see. Limit x tends to 2 x square minus 4 by x minus 2. So we have learned just earlier that we will just put the value of x over here. Wherever there is x, we will put its value. That is, the value of x is 2, we will just put the value 2 over here. Now that is 2 square minus 4 by 2 minus 2, that is 4 minus 4 by 2 minus 2. This will be 0 by 0, that is undefined solution. Now just see, we are not getting the value, we are getting an undefined solution in case of function. Now limits has its different rules. So what are those rules? First of all, we will try the first and foremost thing in limit, that the denominator can't be 0. We'll have to see that how can we change the denominator so that the denominator can't be 0. This is the first and foremost target. So first of all, we will try to factorize. And how will we factorize? Such that the denominator will get cancelled out. Just see, limit x tends to 2, we can write x square minus 2 square by x minus 2, that is a square minus b square. What we can write? Limit x tends to 2, x plus 2, x minus 2 by x minus 2. Now see, the denominator gets cancelled out. Now there is no denominator, therefore no chance of 0 over the denominator. In case of numerator, if 0 comes, it's fine, but we can't take 0 as the denominator. Now just put the value. Here it is x, we will put the value of x as 2, that is 2 plus 2, that will be 4. Now we can factorize this, but there might be some problem which we can't factorize. How can we solve those sum? Suppose for example we are taking x to the x square minus 32 by x minus 2. Limit x tends to 2. Now we can see that, sorry, this will be 5. X to the power 5 minus 2 to the power 5 by x minus 2. So we can't cancel this x minus 2, and if we put the value, that is 2 to the power 5 minus 2 to the power 5 by 2 minus 2, that is 0 by 0, again undefined, so we can't cancel this. Now what is the solution? But limit has its own solution. It has its own formula, its theorem, its rule. The first rule, that is, first one, limit x tends to a, x to the power n minus a to the power n by x minus a. We can write that is n into a to the power n minus 1. This is the formula, that is x to the power n minus a to the power n by x minus a. This is the formula. Now just compare this. Limit x tends to 2, x to the power 5 minus 2 to the power 5 by x minus 2. Here n is 5, okay, a is 2. So what we can write? N into a to the power n minus 1. Here n means 5, that is 5 into a means 2, that is 2 to the power n minus 1, that is 5 minus 1. That is 5 into 2 to the power 4, that is 5 into 16, that is 80. So this is how we can evaluate with the help of limit, but we have failed with the help of function. That's why limit is much more effective. So this is the first theorem or first rule for limit, that is limit x tends to a, x to the power n minus a to the power n by x minus a will be n into a to the power n minus 1. Okay, so you can note it down. Now we will see some other formulas. Limit x tends to 3 x square minus 9 by x minus 3. Just see, just now we have known the formula, that is the rule. Limit x tends to a, x to the power n minus a to the power n by x minus a, that is n into a to the power n minus 1. Now we can write limit x tends to 3, that is x whole square minus of 3 whole square by x minus 3. See, just this formula. So we can write n means here 2, that is 2 into 3 to the power 2 minus 1, that is 2 into 3, that is 6. Okay, first example. Second example, example 2. Now this is the most easy example. Okay, now we are taking another example, that is example 3. X to the power n minus a to the power n by x to the power n minus a to the power n. Now how can we solve this? We know this formula, limit x tends to a. Now how will I be able to solve this limit? How can we get the value of this limit? Now we have to get this form. Somehow we have to get this form. How will I get this form? We will divide both the numerator and denominator with x minus a. Just see, limit x tends to a, x to the power n minus a to the power n by x minus a. Again x minus n by minus a to the power n by x minus a. Okay, we are dividing both numerator and denominator with the help of x minus a, because we can't take It's not our choice. Wherever we need, we are dividing the number with x minus a. We can't do that. So we have to divide both numerator and denominator with these. So first, this is the form. What we can write? That is m into a to the power n minus 1 by n into a to the power n minus 1. So m by n into a to the power n minus 1 minus n plus 1. This is proper indices. Since it is division, the power will get subtracted. Therefore, minus 1 plus 1 will get cancelled out. That is m by n into a to the power n minus n. Okay. So this is the formula, example of for solving limits with this rule or this theorem. Now, the next formula or the next theorem, that is limit, is the second rule or theorem, rule number 2, that is e to the power x minus 1, so limit x tends to 0, e to the power x minus 1 by x equals to 1. This is the second rule. Okay, this is e to the power x, that is the exponential function, e to the power x minus 1 by x equals to 1. So we can just see another example to solve it. Example 4, e to limit x tends to 0, that is e to the power 3x minus 1 by x. Okay, so just see, we have to get this form. This form means that is e to the power x minus 1 by x, limit x tends to 0 equals to 1. Now here it is x and here it is also x. Therefore the power of exponential power is x and the denominator is also x. But in this sum the power is 3x while the denominator is x. So what we can do? Just see, limit x tends to 0. 3e to the power 3x minus 1 by 3 into x. That is, we are multiplying the denominator with 3 to get equal to this power. So we can't divide with any number we wish. So we will have to multiply 3 with the numerator also equals to into 3. So we are again multiplying both the numerator and denominator with the help of 3, okay, to get this form. Therefore this will be limit x tends to 0, e to the power 3x minus 1 by 3x into 3. This is 1, e to the power x minus 1 by x, that is limit x tends to 0, 1 into 3 equals to 3. Sorry, while putting the value of x, we will not write limit x tends to anything, whatever is given over here. So this is the answer. Okay. We are taking another example. Example 5. E to the power x minus e to the power of minus x by x. Now limit x tends to 0. Limit x tends to 0. Now how can we get this form? We will have to get this form, and here no 1 is given. Now e to the power x minus e to the power minus x plus 1 minus 1 by x. So the value of the equation doesn't change. We are adding 1 and simultaneously we are also subtracting 1 from it. Therefore the value is not changing, but just we are taking plus 1 and minus 1. Why? To get this form. Now see, limit x tends to 0, e to the power x minus 1, e to the power x minus 1 minus, we are taking minus sign common from these two, that is e to the power minus x minus 1 whole by x. Now limit x tends to 0, e to the power x minus 1 by x minus limit x tends to 0 e to the power minus x minus 1 by x. Okay. Here we are getting this form, but in case of this part, the power is minus x, whereas the denominator is x. So we have to make equal, these two equal. So we will multiply both the numerator and the denominator with the help of minus 1. Minus 1 into x into minus 1. Now, where this one is 1 and this is also 1. 1 minus of minus 1. This is 1. 1 into minus 1, that is minus 1. 1 into minus 1, that will be minus 1. Therefore, 1 plus 1 will be equals to 2. So these two are the examples for solving the limit with the second theorem. This is the second theorem. Okay. Now just you can copy it down, first the rule and then these two examples. Now the third rule for solving the limit. Third rule. Limit x tends to, we are taking an example, okay, that is a to the power x minus 1 by x equals to log of a. This is the third rule, that is a to the power x minus 1 by x equals to log a. Now we will take an example. We will take an example to solve this. Limit, example number 5. Limit x tends to 2, 3 to the power 2x minus 1 by 2 to the power 3x minus 1. Just see this form. Again, the power is x and the denominator is also x. Now we will have to convert this into this form. Here the power is 2x. Okay. Now limit x tends to 2. We can write 3 to the power 2x minus 1 by 2x. So we are dividing the numerator with the help of 2x. So we will also have to, numerator means numerator in this case, we are dividing it with 2x, then we will also multiply it with 2x. Now in this case, in this denominator, 2 to the power 3x minus 1 by 3x. To make this equal, the power of 2 and the denominator, so we are also multiplying 3x. Okay. Now x and x will get cancelled. So this one we know this is log of, see, log a means here 3, that is log 3 into 2, and here it is log 2 into 3. Therefore we can write 2 log 3 by 3 log 2, or we can also write, since the coefficient is the power in case of log, so this answer is also correct. We can also simplify it like this, log 3 square by log 2 cube, that is log 9 by log of 8. So this is the answer. Why? Solving it with this rule. Okay. Now the next rule. So now we will be discussing about trigonometric limit. Before going to trigonometric limit, we are also writing the fourth rule, rule 4. Fourth rule, that is log of 1 plus x by x, limit x tends to 0, 1 plus x by x equals to 1. So this is another rule. Now basically we will see the trigonometric limits. What are the trigonometric limits? Rule 5, that is limit x tends to 0, sin x by x equals to 1, and the sixth rule, that is limit x tends to 0, tan x by x equals to 1. So these are the two rules of trigonometric limits. Now we will see some examples. Example 7. Limit x tends to 0, sine of 2x by x. Now we know the formula or the rule or the theorem, whatever you may say. Sin x by x equals to 1. So here the angle, this is basically the angle, that is sine of 2x by x. So we will have to place 2 over here to make these two equal. Now limit x tends to 0, sine of 2x by 2x, that is we are multiplying 2 with the denominator. As a result, we will also have to multiply 2 with the numerator into 2. Now this one that is sine 2x by 2x, it is 1. This is 1. Therefore 1 into 2 will be equals to 2. That's simple, just simple. Next example 8. Limit x tends to 0, sine ax by sine bx. See, as simple as that. Here the angle is ax and the denominator, the angle is bx. So what we'll have to do? Limit x tends to 0. Just a second. We can write LIM or LT in case of limit. No issues. That is sine ax. So we are dividing it with ax to get this form, and we'll also have to multiply with ax, then by similarly sine, the angle is bx, so bx into bx. Now we shall cancel this x and x. Sine ax by ax, that is sine x by x, limit x tends to 0 is 1, so we can write 1 into a. Again sine bx by bx is 1, that is 1 into b, that is a by b. So this is the answer. As simple as that. The last example of this video, that is example 9. Limit x tends to 0, sine 5x by tan 3x. Okay. So we have done all these examples with the help of sine 5x. So we can say what we'll have to do over here. Now in case of tan x, same formula, tan x by x equals to 1. So we will have to do the same function what we have done in these early examples. Now to get this form, we will write limit x tends to 0, 5x by 5x. Since we are dividing with 5x, we will also multiply by 5x by tan of 3x by 3x, same into 3x. Since we are dividing it with 3x, we will also multiply with 3x. This is 1. We will cancel out x and x. Therefore sin 5x by x, that is sin x by x equals to 1. Therefore 1 into 5 by tan 3x by 3x, that is 1. 1 into 3, the answer will be 5 by 3. So these are all the rules or theorems to solve limits. So limit is very important part of class 11 of calculus. So I will suggest just go through the formula and do it just simply without any confusion. Okay, so that's all for the limits.